4th of July 2024 will be remembered in history. Election day in the United Kingdom. And 14 years of Tory rule has come to an end. And that end is so bad that this sort of bad defeat for Tories happened last time in 1832, just shy of 200 years ago. This is how bad Tory has performed. And their policies, their agendas, whatever the manifesto was, is not being accepted by the public. They have so many things they have done wrong. First one was Brexit. Cameron certainly put burden on wider public to decide whether on that referendum they wanted to stay in Europe or they wanted to be out. Now people are feeling certainly that they should have not been out. They should have stayed in Europe. Would have been better, would have been stronger economically and in all aspects anyway. The other bad thing about this Toryism was they are introducing CAZ, which is Clean Air Zone. That does not make any sense. What is Clean Air Zone? Why don't they point out those big sharks, those big factories, those countries, those are polluting the entire environment? Why they're putting burden on public, £7, £8, even £12 in some towns or cities to pay for CAZ, Clean Air Zone? That's absolutely rubbish. Nowadays, as interest rates are to its highest for the last 15-20 years, and there is more and more pressure on wider public, motor users, that you have to pay £7, £8 every day. Now in their manifesto, Labour, which they've promised that in Merseyside or in Manchester, certainly they will scrap all this CAZ, Clean Air Zone rubbish. Absolutely, they are going to do it, and hopefully they'll do it. If they don't, they have to face the consequences. Now what Tory has been doing it, making money, and God knows where they're spending the money. I mean, if you look back about 14 years back when the council tax that was initially introduced by Margaret Thatcher, late Margaret Thatcher, and there was a lot of rows about that as well. So much tax they're collecting. How much tax they're putting on taxpayers? A lot. Then they introduced this local council tax. And that was, say for instance, 14 years ago, it was 650 or 700 pound. That's gone up, doubled, if not a little bit more, about 1,400 pound. And what they do, they put the money in Iceland banks, and Iceland banks go bankrupt. Who's responsible for that? Who's accountable for that? None. That was Tory policy. Certainly they adopted that council tax business, and certainly what they are known for, rich becoming richer, poor becoming poor. And they are really squeezing, quashing those poor people, those are trying to earn living, to pay their bills, to pay their mortgage, to pay their rents. And hopefully, people are having a great hope that this particular government of Keir Starmer is going to do much, much better than those Toryism. And hopefully they are going to do it. Council tax, CAZ, they have to take initiative straight away. Now, Starmer, as soon as he became a prime minister today, straight away he scrapped that Rwanda issue. That, okay, people will be migrated from here or deported or would be carried away to Rwanda where they're going to stay, not going to stay in the United Kingdom. That was absolutely rubbish policy of Tories. So every single policy they have adopted, it bounced back, and that's how they have lost. 421 seats they have won, and look at that Tories, 125, 106 after 1832, nearly 200 years. That's the worst defeat ever. So Rishi Sunak will be known, well known, for his policies or whatsoever. He did something better as well, don't take me wrong. During Corona, the way he handled as a chancellor, excellent job he has done. After that he did as well, but he couldn't control all these interest rates. For example, about 2 weeks ago, the interest rate stays normal. It should have gone down if they wanted voters to vote for him. Unfortunately, they didn't. That's the biggest defeat they had ever had. about 200 years back. 14 years of their rule has come to an end, and let's hope this Labour Party will certainly do something for public, that the public will be more happy and prosperous.